July 3rd, 2025, a day that brought heartbreak to millions of football fans around the world. A day that silenced stadiums, paused celebrations, and left an entire nation mourning. On this tragic day, we lost a shining star of the football world, Diogo Jota, a player known not only for his skill on the pitch, but also for his humility, discipline, and dedication to the game he loved. He was only 28 years old. Jota, a forward for Liverpool FC and the Portugal national team, lost his life in a devastating car crash in Portugal, alongside his beloved brother. A tragedy that reminds us how fragile life can be, even for those who seem unstoppable. Today we remember the life, the journey, and the impact of Diogo Jota, not just the footballer, but the son, the brother, the teammate, and the humble soul who inspired millions. Chapter 1, The Beginning, Humble Roots. Born on December 4th, 1996, in Massarelos, a district in the city of Porto, Portugal. Known to the world as Diogo Jota, was a child with a dream. Raised in a close-knit family, football wasn't just a sport in his household, it was a passion. From the age of 9, Jota began his youth career with Gondomar SC, a small club in the lower divisions of Portuguese football. Those who saw him play in those early years say he was electric, quick on his feet, always thinking 2 steps ahead, and always playing with joy. Coaches remember how respectful and driven he was, never arrogant, never entitled. By the time he joined the youth system of Paços de Ferreira, scouts from the top clubs in Portugal were already taking notice. Chapter 2, Rising Star, From Paços to Primeira Liga. Jota made his professional debut with Paços de Ferreira in 2014, and he didn't take long to turn heads. His agility, vision, and ability to score from difficult positions set him apart. He wasn't the tallest or the strongest, but his football IQ made him a natural threat in the final third. In his second season, he scored 14 goals in the Primeira Liga, a stunning tally for a teenager. At just 19 years old, he was already being compared to legends. The big clubs came calling. Atletico Madrid signed him in 2016, but instead of staying in Spain, he was loaned out to Porto and later Wolverhampton Wanderers. It was in England that he found his second home. Chapter 3, Wolves and the English Dream. At Wolves, Jota flourished. He helped the team gain promotion to the Premier League, forming a deadly attacking trio with Raúl Jiménez and Adama Traoré. Jota's style was dynamic, fast-paced, intelligent, relentless. By the 2018-19 season, Jota was no longer a hidden gem. He was a Premier League star. Liverpool noticed. In September 2020, Liverpool signed him for around $45 million. Many questioned the move. How would he fit into an attack that already had Salah, Mané, and Firmino? But Diogo answered the critics in the best way, with goals. Chapter 4, Liverpool in Glory. Wearing the famous red jersey, Jota found a perfect blend of talent and tactics. Under Jurgen Klopp, he didn't just score. He delivered in clutch moments, goals in Champions League matches, headers against tall defenders, screamers from outside the box. He became one of Liverpool's most dependable players. And he wasn't just a poacher. His pressing game, work rate, and link-up play made him essential to Klopp's system. Fans adored him, his teammates respected him, and most importantly, he always played with heart. He won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup with Liverpool, and he was instrumental in taking the team to multiple Champions League knockout rounds. Chapter 5, For Portugal, the National Hero. For Diogo, representing Portugal was not just a duty, it was an honor. He debuted for the senior national team in 2019 and became an instant fan favorite. His performances in the UEFA Nations League, Euro 2020, and World Cup qualifiers showed a player who wasn't just there to make up the numbers. He was there to win. He scored crucial goals, formed chemistry with Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, and Bernardo Silva, and became a trusted attacking option for manager Fernando Santos. Even off the pitch, Jota was proud of his roots. He often spoke about his family, his hometown, and the journey that brought him from Massarelos to international stardom. Chapter 6, The Human Side, Humble and Grounded. Despite his fame, Diogo was one of the most humble players in football. He lived a quiet life with his wife Ruth Cardoso and their child. He stayed away from controversies and focused on football, fitness, and family. Jota also had a unique hobby. He was an elite-level FIFA gamer. During the pandemic, he even reached #1 in the FIFA World Rankings. But even in that space, he remained humble and kind. His teammates often described him as shy but witty, focused but fun. He wasn't chasing headlines. He was just doing what he loved. Chapter 7. The Tragic End A Nation Mourns. On July 3, 2025, the world woke up to heartbreaking news. Diogo Jota and his younger brother were involved in a fatal car crash in northern Portugal. Emergency services responded quickly, but the injuries were too severe. The footballing world went into shock. Clubs across Europe paid tribute. Liverpool canceled training. Portugal declared a day of mourning. Fans gathered at Anfield and in Porto, lighting candles, laying flowers, and sharing memories. Tributes poured in, from Ronaldo, Klopp, former teammates, and even rival fans. Everyone felt the loss. He was only 28. A player at the peak of his powers. A father, a brother, a hero to so many. Chapter 8. The Legacy Lives On. Diogo Jota's story didn't end with tragedy. It lives on in memories, in highlights, and in the hearts of fans across the world. He showed us what hard work, humility, and talent can achieve. He proved that you don't need to be loud to be legendary. For every young footballer in Portugal, his story is now an inspiration. From a small town to the world stage, from overlooked to irreplaceable. He may be gone, but every time we hear the cops sing, every time Portugal takes the field, every time a humble player rises through the ranks, Jota lives on. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Gone too soon but never forgotten. You gave us unforgettable moments, inspired a generation, and left behind a legacy of love, talent, and humility. As long as football is played, your name will echo in the chants of fans and in the hearts of millions. Thank you for everything.